Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Blot Spot. I'm Ben Lott. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be playing a little Marvel Snap. I am excited to jump in and try out a little Caliban, the latest card to be released. Not sure how this is going to go. I'm not sure this. It definitely doesn't seem like a card that's going to be twice as quite as powerful as the last few cards. Like Gambit has certainly been a sort of a meta tyrant, I feel like. But we'll see what we can do with Caliban. I do like the fact that Caliban kind of plays counter to what Gambit's doing. So you can include Gambit in lists that don't want, that actually will hold up reasonably well against um, Gambit. So we'll see how we can do, how we do. I'm jumping into. I thought I have a Team Clash deck, and I have a. Let's see. I have a Team Clash deck, and I have a regular ladder deck that I've dropped Caliban into, and I'm not 100% sure which one's going to be the best, but I'm going to experiment a little, and we'll see. I think since I don't have any missions specifically to the. Oops, sorry. I don't have any missions in Team Clash specific to the Brotherhood, which is the deck that I added Caliban into. I'm going to start out with trying this deck here. Let me move over to the other corner there to show this off. So I'm playing heavy ramp. My thinking is the meta has gotten a little strong with the Gambit stuff, and therefore we need to counter that. We need to fight against that. And so we need to get ourselves some big boys on the board. So, and Caliban loves when big boys are on the board. So this is my thinking. We ramp up to Dragon Lord, and we do the Dragon Lord into Zola thing. Big cards all over the board. Nothing wrong with that. So that's what we're going to do. I am considering dropping out one of these ramp cards. It feels like we might be a bit aggressive having all three of these in the deck: Electro, Luna, Snow, and Wave. If the deck feels a little clunky, I may just swap one of those out and put in another big boy card. Or a big one drop or something, two drop to help get priority. But we'll experiment once we have played a few games with it in this design. And we've got Ridiculous. One of our ramp cards. We're happy to float turn one. We kind of have to float turn one. Oh, battery's running low on the PC. Should not be unplugged. That is a bad move on my part. There we go. Should be okay now. Let me double check that, make sure the PC's charging. Hello? Are we charging? I don't want to run out of power midstream. Must be okay. Oh, we got an ad break coming. Sorry about this, folks. Quick ad break, and then we'll be right back. It's going to start, looks like in 48 seconds. Oh, that's okay. You could miss part of this game because we just lost Caliban. So this is not going to be a good Caliban game anyways. On our Jubilee. Hello? Jubilee. Do your thing. See y'all when you get back from me. cool by me. I can deal with that. I'm also happy to just float this turn. Doesn't hurt me that much. Could I just do Odin and call it good? I mean, I feel like we can win these 2 lanes. He can have that mid if he wants to float another turn.
Oh, snap! Are ye worthy?
I just don't see a world in which they beat me here.
Victory!
Okay. Well, we lost Caliban, but we won the war. All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the ad break there. Apologize. Hopefully we get Caliban here. Got Squirrel. Oh, a discard deck. Holy cow, I haven't seen a discard deck in Moon's Age, as they say. So many choices. Let's go with Luna Snow way of ramping. What are they doing? Are they doing the Hella, Modok Hella stuff? Okay, I guess we're going the Jubilee route. Don't draw the Dragon Lord, we gotta go the Jubilee route. Okay, Caliban it is. Oh my. Oh my. Well, let's see. I feel like we drop the big boy here, then we do the Fin Fang Foom Zola situation. That's gonna feel pretty good. I don't know what they have to counter this. I'm a little worried what their plan is here, but we will see. The fact that they played Omega Sentinel not in Jocasta's lane is very weird to me. So I'm a little skeptical of what's about to happen to me. Okay.
You won't need this anymore.
Isn't this fast forward? Caliban? Well, Caliban did his job. He turned that Modok into a 0 power card.
Victory!
And we definitely won that game. I'm not sure what that deck was planning to do, but it wasn't that. They're gonna put a Hell Cow in Jocasta's lane or something? I mean, I've never seen Jocasta in a discard deck. That was just a really unusual deck. It wasn't like a Erisham, was it? And I just wasn't paying attention? We're gonna snap this up. We are gonna snap this up because they are playing a deck that is counting on doing some dirty work with our friend Gambit, I think. Wait, should we do the blink thing first? Yeah, let's do the blink thing first, and then we'll do the Dragon Lord. Okay, yeah, they don't like this matchup. They're probably worried I was just gonna Galactus. That's the only problem with Electro. Electro and Wave both feel like, oh, Galactus isn't coming, and so we may get a lot of retreats for one cube. Aurora 99. I don't love Electro right here. I really don't love Wave either. Wave feels like we're rushing to a card that we can't play because we've got Infidon in hand. Well, they're not going to play that Electro unless they play it on 6. Oh, this is fun. I should do the Jubilee situation. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have enough power to do the Jubilee situation. Tinker's Workshop threw me off completely. They are going to play the Electro. Interesting choice. They're limiting themselves to playing one card every turn. I wouldn't have thought that's a deck that they want to do that on. I think I'm going to snap them because I don't think they thought that through. Oh, they got my blink too. How rude. And Cosmic Ghost Rider. How rude.
Cut off one head, 2 more
This
shall
could
take it
still be
flick.
good. This could be good. There we go. There we go. Now, not so good, but hey, we will take it. What do we do? We float and then Infinite? I think we float and then Infinite. I don't think they're playing anything that big.
Hello! Hello!
As long as they're not playing like Hang.
Hello! Can you understand me?
Yeah, I don't think your Gambit's gonna do much to me, bro.
Victory.
Well, once again, we got Caliban on board, but he didn't do anything. Because of Cosmic Ghost Rider. Not his fault that time. Definitely could have done something. I'm a little concerned that he's going to run right into the problem that I've had with a number of other the cards that aren't massive, big time 5-star cards like Gambit. I'm a little worried that he's going to become the 13th card in the deck, and basically Caliban is the card you can easily just cut. Because, like, yeah, he'd be great in like an Affliction deck, but how many 4 and 5 cost cards do you play in an Affliction deck? Like, hardly any. He'd be good in, you play a lot of big cards in like a Scar deck, the deck with all the big stuff where you ramp up to it, all the big stuff. But on 3, you want to be playing one of your ramp cards. Like this deck, I want to be playing Electro, Luna Snow, or Wave probably on 3, not Caliban. And so he ends up being the card that I can do without in the deck. That's my concern. Hopefully this isn't a negative deck. We definitely don't have great counters for negative. Let's do Caliban. This is a Caliban stream. Let's test out the new code. This could be just as ugly as... This Dragon Lord to pull down something big.
Wakanda forever.
Alright, we're gonna need a Fin Fang Foom here, baby.
Wakanda forever. Are ye worthy?
All hail Hydra!
Are ye worthy?
Hey! I mean, this is what you always do, right? You drop a Luna Snow and you hope that it hits their... that their Zola hits the Ice Cube instead of... their Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Do they have a Zola too? Do you think?
Opponent snapped.
Okay. They have a Zola. They're going to... I think we play for the Zola, right? Gotta play for the Zola. Let's go.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Wakanda forever.
328 power Fin Fang Foom. Yeah, thanks, Agent Smith. That was pretty solid. That worked out well in our favor. Ironically, all he had to do was not play a card on that last turn, and he would have won. And now we're playing the Chai Sox. I like Luna Snow because that boost of power makes it I can play Sola even if Dream Dimensions in the Oh.
Opponent snapped.
Why they're snapping. Oh, because they have a Fin Fang Foom. Well, that's fine. We'll just save our Fin Fang Foom, play our Fin Fang Foom after their Fin Fang Foom, and blah, 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 blah. We win. Well, he's up by... Come on, Human Torch, go big. Okay. Oh no, that doesn't help our Fin Fang Foom because their Fin Fang Foom won't be front lane. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. If we help theirs. I mean, we could get a card out of that lane. That doesn't help us enough, right? I think we're good. Ours will go big, but it won't go as big as theirs. Yeah, we're good.
Escaped.
Okay, we've got Cohere Spectre. Someone I have ever played before. Not with that username, I haven't. And this is why we're playing this deck. Go. Wave. blink, I think. Yeah, we go wave and blink, I think, is the play. There we go. That's what we needed out of there. Great one. Close there, Thanos. Snap it up. We'll drop a Caliban. Why not? There's also the negatives. What is it? -7? For my priority back. And we do a little Zola. They can't stop us. And we got a solid win here. Barring any insanity from Great
Hail
Web.
Hydra!
Great Web certainly could hose us.
Are ye worthy?
Oh no! Well, that's not great.
All hail Hydra!
Okay, Great Web could certainly ruin our day here. Not liking this. Okay. I've just seen Great Web mess things up way too many times to feel comfortable with that. Jeez. All right. Right, well, we jumped to an ad break. I apologize for that. I can't stop it. I'm going to cash in a few of these rewards, nothing big. And I think I'll play a game of Team Clash just to work on one of my missions while y'all are away. I'll see you back here in just a few. I need to turn down the frequency on these ads. Hang on. I think by resetting the settings, I was able to delay the ad. I cranked down the frequency of the ads as low as it'll go. Alright. Awesome. So that now has delayed the ad for quite a while. That's exciting. I'm not in it to make a bunch of money. I do not need to be running ads every 10 minutes. Well, it's still gonna run an ad. I guess I don't have the ability to completely stop it. That sucks. Alright, folks, well... All right, I was wrong. Sorry about that. I guess the ad break did hit y'all. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. You won't. I haven't. The next ad break is in an hour, so we should be good on that. As you can see, I guessed wrong on the location shift with Starlight Citadel, so I am there in the kiln, but I should be able to move Nightcrawler over and get this win. And I think that's the best way to do it, to just ensure the victory. I mean, it is going to go to a tiebreaker, so maybe going big with Cyclops is the better play. Can't do Juggernaut because I can't risk them winning the right lane. Maybe I should just Cyclops. They just gave up.
Victory.
Don't know why anyone retreats in Team Clash, but okay. Especially on the last turn. Like, I understand if you retreat, but last turn? Here. Alright. Back to Caliban. Again, I'm certainly open to other ideas. Yeah, Agent Smith, Caliban's actually in this deck, just he doesn't do much. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Ugh. I wouldn't say he's bad necessarily. I just feel like I was saying earlier. I feel like he's like the 13th card in the deck. Like he's not necessary for any deck, really. Because like the best decks for him are ones that are gonna play multiple 4 and higher cards, so like ramp and stuff like that. But like as you can see with this ramp deck, on 3, I really want to be playing Electro or Luna Snow or Wave. I want to be getting to my big stuff early. Using turn 3 to play Caliban feels like I'm wasting a turn. And then, like, there are other decks I can think of that would
worthy?
Use him, and that would be like, Negative could use him or something like that, but he doesn't work well in Negative because those 2 numbers swapped isn't great. So yeah, in general, I would say he's a skip. I would not recommend people, but I don't like telling people exactly what to do with their resources. You know, if you think it'll be fun for you, or you think you have an idea that no one else will have thought of for Caliban, then give him a try. Maybe you'll like it. That was really bad. That was the worst possible Dragon Lord pull. I think we blinked Dragon Lord into a Fin Fang Foom, right? Yeah. Floating just to play the Infinite doesn't seem wise. Hang on. We blink Electro into Fin Fang Foom. Because he's already got to catch up to us over and right. Well, he just did, but still. Puts our Fin Fang Foom in the back lane. It's a tie on right. Then we do that and that.
Opponent snapped.
Okay. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I'm a little worried. So I'm not snapping back.
There's no strings on me.
Interesting. Ah, Caliban wins the game. Okay, well, you know, as soon as I say something negative about him, he wins the game. No, he would have. I would have won anyways. Tiebreaker, I won. Caliban was completely unnecessary there, but hey, no matter what you want to say about Caliban or how he plays or how good he is as a new card, we're winning. This deck has been very productive. I'm actually 7-1 plus 23 cubes since we started. That's pretty doggone good. The stream frozen? Okay. Stream's not frozen. I clicked on something that froze the stream. That's my bad. Hopefully it didn't stream for you. Freeze for you all. Just on my side. We're gonna snap this up because this looks really good for us.
Victory.
Just keep winning. It's like one of those scenarios where the feel of the new card is going to be lame the whole way through, and yet I'm going to keep winning. And so then it's like, can I really say it's a bad card to pick up? Not really, if I'm winning this much.
Opponent snapped.
And you certainly could play him in a deck like this. Assuming you have at least 2 ramp cards, you got Dragon Lord for free from the mode a couple months ago, and you have, you know, some big boys. You don't have to have Fin Fang Foom. Fin Fang Foom is just the biggest of boys. But someone making Pixie work. Okay. Well. Gonna run and hide. Either Dragon Lord or Infinite, both of which I like a lot.
Are ye worthy?
Oh my. Well, so much for Zola. Do you enjoy your -4 Pixie? I mean, I feel like... Yeah. Smaller card in the front. Just because they may have a Fin Fang Foom too. Galactus, please. It's a Galactus. What is his power? Orca. Did we snap yet? We didn't snap yet. Okay. Do that. And that's the only card we can play. I don't know what they could have. I mean, they could have their own Fin Fang Foom, and they could have one cost, 0 cost Fin Fang Foom, and a, you know, 1 cost something else. Just crush us, but. Seriously? Wow. They really did. They hit the jackpot. They really hit the jackpot on that pixie. Holy smokes. Okay, well. That's set us back a little. You know, we were doing better, but where are we now? The new deck. Losing 8 cubes always looks ugly on the stats on untap.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Sure, we can play a Sam Wilson. Why not? Two is great stats, except for the fact that we got bumped down to 16 cubes when we were up much higher. Don't like the Deadlands. Don't like board space clogging up. That's problematic, to say the least. So we're going to do that. Link Electro out of there. I just don't like the ninja being over there. I don't want to Zola the ninja.
Cut off
That's
one
what we're going
head,
to do.
2
Of
more
course we
shall
are.
take its place.
Of course we're going to Zola the ninja. What else would we do? So frustrating. Why don't you play it on your Gambit and get rid of those ninjas for us? I'd appreciate that. Okay. Well, it's a Caliban video. What's better than a Caliban play? Let's see what happens. I don't think that's a smart play, though. Do that and that. See what happens. I don't know what they're playing, so. Arrow. Rifle arrow. Which is gonna move over. Shola. Yikes. That's bad for us. Oh. So close to winning this the game. So stinking close. Oh, yeah. We're running a string of bad luck, and this tends to be what happens when I have like a really successful new deck. I suddenly spiral out of control. I think my problem is, and what typically happens to me is overconfidence. Like I start to win several, and so then I think like, no one can beat this line, and so I just stay in, not thinking about what opponent might be playing. Come on, Astral Badger. Let's go. Oh, I'm not a big fan of... What if Big Fancoon comes out of there? Not the biggest fan of that. But I could Zola him, so I'll do it.
Are ye worthy?
Okay. Interesting. Well, you're not getting much out of that, I'll tell you that.
Opponent snapped.
Oh, let's just see what happens if we do a Zola. I think it's more fun to just play it out and see what happens.
I am Iron Man.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That was kind of worst case scenario, was hitting the Jubilee. Hey, he made it so we were winning one lane for a second.
Escaped.
Really didn't want him to hit, didn't want Zola to hit Jubilee. But that tends to be the case. Anytime you don't want Zola to hit something, that's exactly what he's going to hit. So here's the current run with this deck. One, two, three, four, 5 in a row, then lost one, then won 3 in a row, and now we've lost 2 in a row. Only 2. That's okay. Not so bad. Got Woodwalker. At a certain point, I feel like the people who are part of the Cozy Snap Overflow group should maybe consider changing their name. I mean, there is no Cozy Snap anymore, right? He's just cozy. He's rivals. Okay. that. I like the one-sided aspect of this. A lot of people playing negative, which I have been playing a fair amount of myself, just because negative is just really, really good against the Gambit mess. Because it plays a lot of big cards that Gambit can't hurt.
Hail Hydra!
Gotta love it. So we're gonna snap this up. This is nothing but great for us. I like this play. Hey, if we don't draw Fin Fang Foom, we can blink out Odin and get ourselves Fin Fang Foom, but I don't know if we'll... I guess we can't do that if Zola hits Odin. Oh well. We'll see what happens.
Are ye worthy?
Cut off one head, two more shall
Well,
take its
Blink's
place.
not gonna do it.
Are ye worthy? Are ye worthy?
Oh, I hope you try to Zola this turn.
Power must be controlled.
We Zola the Fin Fang Foom? If they do, we're dead. Right? If they Zola the Null, we are completely and totally dead. Yeah, they got the Zola. Okay.
Escaped.
Oh, that worked out too well for them. Negative deck is just really powerful right now, and the problem with my deck that I'm running, it has nothing to counter anybody. Like, it is just, this is not a tech deck in any way, shape, or form. It's just let's see if we can get bigger than you. And ironically, right now, no one is running the stuff that this is good at countering. I have not seen a single Gambit deck. Well, I've seen one Gambit deck this whole time I've been playing this deck. And we're now on 4 losses in a row with this deck. We've lost 14 cubes in the last 4 games, so yeah. I would say this has been a bit of a challenge after starting out so strong. Get something big down. I'm in the lane. let's do this.
Oh, snap.
Because that into Zola is just crazy powerful. Do that. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do. Yeah.
Victory.
Right. Working it. Well, we bounce back with a couple cubes. Still not doing great, but we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. And Mr. Nice Guy. One of my regulars. Okay. Okay. Nice bullet there. Now I'm definitely afraid to play Blink. Blink would be a bad play. We do Jubilee and hope we get a good hit. Well, Jubilee and hope we get a good hit. This is an interesting deck. I haven't seen it in a while. Okay, that'll do for that. Thing is, if we hit Zola with that, it's just waste because of... I think that's more the way to go. Okay, well now we can't blink. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's great, but it's something. Oh, Stardust. Woe is me.
It's collaborate time.
Stardust was the perfect counter. I did not expect a perfect counter. Like he knew what we were doing before we even did it. Alright, well this deck is feeling clunky now that we're actually facing good opponents. So it's time to look at something else. So let's cook something else for Caliban. Before we do that, let's get Caliban deck. Oh, we can upgrade him. There we go. No. Although Magus could be an interesting play. Okay. So we need a deck that's going to play a few big cards. We could go with one of my favorite combos. One of my all-time favorites. It's my comfort zone deck for a reason. We could go Black Bolt Stature. And then maybe a Lady Deathstrike too, just to make things interesting. What if we do a Pixie deck? We saw that one Pixie deck. Pixie could be interesting. Where is Pixie? There we go. Drop in Pixie, which means now we need, anytime you play Pixie, it's best to play Triple M. And then if we're doing the Pixie Triple M stuff, we need 0 cost. Maybe a couple of 1 costs. He does cards, not characters, right? Cards. So we could put a tech card or 2 in the deck, like a Deafening Chord. Deafening Chord could be really good against the Gambit meta right now. I didn't think about that. What else did we put in that's a 1? We need another small thing to swap with. Spider Ham's a good one. Oh, he's working again. Or we could go Electra. People have been swearing by Electra lately, but that's maybe just because she was in the deck that won the Golden Gauntlet. Alright, and then we'll drop in a couple big boys. We're dropping the Fin Fang Foom. We get a 1 cost Fin Fang Foom, and that's lights out for our opponent. Maybe Emperor Hulkling, just because I love him. And ooh, a cheap Eliath would be kind of good. Or do we just do a Zola? Zola is always, it's just never fails unless you have Stardust. Your opponent has Stardust. This is an interesting cook. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what it does. I need to give the deck a name. Anyone have an idea what the name should be? Man. Alright. Let's do this. Ooh, Abomination boosters. Let's see if this does anything. The one thing you don't want in a Pixie deck is to start with Wasp in your hand. But we do have the Pixie and the Mobius play, so that's pretty stinking good. Except we drew the Fin Fang Foom already. Jeez. Seriously? You got to be kidding me. Well, we gotta play them down now because they're gonna throw down Mobius because they saw what I just did.
Doom rules all.
Yep. Are you kidding me? Seriously, we get the Pete? Okay, Deafening Chord hopefully kills Mobius. That's our hope. No! Come on, man! He already did the chamber thing! This is ridiculous. That's right, I can't do anything about that because well, it's still the only card I can play, but it's not gonna help me any because it's stinking Mobius. Their Peeps card in hand was Giganto. Good grief. So dead. I mean, that's a 1 in a million shot there. Especially the way Mike's been going with Zola. There's no way I can count on hitting Hulkling. And even if I did, he'd probably play something big over on right and win. Well, things could not have gone worse there for me. Ironically, playing against an opponent who's basically playing the same deck we were just playing. And we get our butts kicked by it. After we lost 6 in a row. And we start with Fin Fang Foom in hand again. This is really not the way you want this deck to work. What is this garbage? They got their Pixie on too. Good night. So 3-cost Emperor Hulkling feels good.
Knowledge is power.
Do that. It's one card they destroy, that's fine. I definitely feel like this is a snap situation because we can go Lady Deathstrike to just wipe out that whole lane. And that. I mean, do we put something in mid? This thing pace? Let's do it. I don't know what they're going to come with. They got a Pixie on the board too. Anything could happen here. Okay.
Victory!
Here we go. Yacht Rock. My ability, it's so weird. Like the games where I want to draw, like mid-range stuff at the beginning, I draw the low stuff. Want to draw the high stuff early, I draw the low stuff. Like I don't know. It's just like feel like I can't consistently draw what would be in my best interest. Oh, well, we'll snap this up because we've got the Mobius, which is just a problem for him. And we should probably just get Wasp using the Mosh Pit. I should have done that a long time ago. Just to start getting the buff from Mosh Pit every turn. Lovely. What's he trying here? Okay. Interesting choice. I love that. I feel like we just make his life miserable with that. And then we also do that. And then we also do that. Oh, yeah, he's gonna be hating life with this.
All hail Hydra!
Fury gone. Adamantium Fusion gone. His Agony's busted. And Caliban's gonna turn his... It's gonna take 3 power off, or 7 power off his Man Spider.
Victory!
Oh, evil laugh, I know, but maniacal laugh. Sometimes it's just little things that bring you joy. And really, Deafening Chord was the big winner there. I mean, yeah, Caliban did bring his Man Spider down enough that even if he tried to Zola and move it to 2 different lanes, I could have won the lane. Okay, well, just hold the Wasp. Lady Deathstrike with Mojo World feels quite good. We can set up the lane right. Caliban. Where's this all going again? Oh, it's on Spectrum again. I like the idea of Zolaing the monster on the last turn, but I'm not sure. Interesting. Is this a C4 deck? Are they really trying C4? Still something over there. Alright, C4. Okay, well, that makes Lady Deathstrike useless. Well, no, if he plays the Cerebro out where I can get it, then it's not so bad. But what are the odds that he does that? Oh, it doesn't matter, because he's got the monster. I didn't even think about that. Ooh, he's got a Stardust. So it's not C4. I got that one all wrong. It's interesting. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Huh. Not sure what to do here, folks. I feel like we just lose because I can't do the Zola because of Stardust. Spectrum doesn't anything. Even with a one-cost Fin Fang Foom, yeah, there's just I don't see a place where we win.
Escaped.
Stardust is kicking my butt. Definitely having some difficulties with Stardust. So maybe consider getting rid of Zola. There's another card that might accomplish what I'm looking for. So definitely Pixie. Okay, definitely Mobius. Okay. Oh man, I wish I had like a Shang-Chi or something in this deck. I feel like I got a snap here.
Oh, snap.
I am Iron Man.
Oh boy, Zola would feel nice right now. Holy mackerel, Zola would feel good right now. Okay, so he's gonna get 2 more no, he's gonna get 4 more added to that lane times 8 or times 2, so 8 more. So he'll be at 32. So I'd need 16 more in that lane. I don't have a combo here that gets me 16, do I? Do that and that. I don't know. I feel like I'm completely dead. This only kills 4 power, 5 power. So I'm only adding 5 power into that right lane, which isn't nearly enough. Even if I did this and added 8 power into that lane, it's not enough because it's nowhere. If it was any location other than nowhere.
Escaped.
I had perfect deck to counter their deck, except for the fact that it's nowhere. Ah, I'm gonna drop back out of the top 1,000 at this rate. Locations are biting me in the butt. Alright, Green Meanie. Let's go. I mean, might as well. There's no other purpose for a wasp. Okay. Well, hopefully we kill their kitty pride this turn. They're not going to get 2 kitty prides right now, are they? They're going to just try to make her a little bigger, right? Oh, shoot. I forgot how priority works with kitty pride. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. Well, let's go with lots of Caliban, because they're going to do their solo thing. I'm sure that's going to be a problem for us. What was hopefully? Pessimist. That's the worst. Ugh. Good grief. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up retreating this turn. That is for sure. Things are not going my way with this deck today. He's already got a 11-hour Kitty Pride. And he can make 2 of them because of Sinister London. Maybe, just maybe, for some reason, he decides to play a bigger card this turn and doesn't play Kitty Pride and I discard her. So let's not retreat just yet. I will say the one advantage of Caliban is that you don't have to have played the cards, because that would make him just a complete garbage card. The fact that you can actually do things like this is very helpful. 2 14 power Kitty Prides. So he can play 28 power mid without even trying, which would become, he'd get just too much for us to handle. And even with the Hulkling, we're dead. Oh, and the Hulkling is a stupid Taskmaster, so he'd become a 7 power. Oh. Yeah, this is all bad. All bad. Thursday. Interesting. I've not played the new Mysterio yet. I swear, I draw a Wasp on turn 1 every turn since I've been playing this deck. Just about. Maybe not every, but it's been just about. Which is not what I want to do with this particular deck. I want her in my deck so that Pixie can use that 0. Oh, good grief. Well, that's fine. At least he got rid of his cannonball. And it made my stature 1 cost early. So, really can't complain too much. It's just if you played a card. So as long as I don't play a card, I can activate a card. And should still get my 5 cost Hulkling next turn.
Hello! Hello!
Okay. Drop him down. Interesting. Okay. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's do that. Let's do that this turn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Completely useless. Why in the world would you play Cerebro with the Apocalypse in your deck? That is so weird.
Victory!
Someone did not think through this deck design. They put in Sabanur in their Cerebro 6 deck. Oh man, that's funny. What kind of deck design would that be? Cerebro 6 on his own is crazy, but Sabanur in there is. The one turn I don't draw Wasp. And of course, all my big stuff in my hand that I would want to be discounted with Wasp in my hand. Alright, well, we'll use a Mobius. That way, Mr. Fantastic can only buff cards. And we'll throw Wasp into the drain, down the drain. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, we gotta play this one quick because we got an ad break coming, so I think we go Black Bolt. Oh, he didn't move Rocket and Groot. I thought he might. And because he played Mobius, we lose that. Whoa. I don't like this. Does he move the Rocket and Groot? Let's find out. Doesn't matter if he moves the Rocket and Groot. Wait. For the record, you're back from that short ad, and holy cow, we lost the tiebreaker by one stinking point. Wasn't so bad staying in because their gladiator pulled our Hulkling, but one stinking point. Well, I started out relatively good luck at the beginning of this stream, and my luck has been progressively going downhill since then. I don't know what else I can do. There's definitely flaws in this deck design. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna go mad. I'm gonna make this into a version of my comfort zone deck. Getting rid of the Pixie. Getting rid of the Mobius. We're making this into a version of my comfort zone deck. Zola, you're out of here. Fin Fang Foom, sorry, you got to go. We're keeping in Lady Deathstrike because she's just really good right now. Wasp, you're out of here. Okay. Now we're putting in... Where'd he go? There he is, Fenris Wolf. Putting in Fenris Wolf because we're going to take advantage of the cards that we discard and the cards we destroy, because guess what? We're also putting in Shang-Chi. We're going to destroy some cards with Shang-Chi and or Lady Deathstrike. We aren't messing around anymore. And just so we have one more way of destroying cards, we're going to include Gladiator. Although Gladiator needs a buff. He progressively gets to be worse and worse a card, especially now that, like, even Brie is a 3/8. Like, come on. And as long as we're going my comfort zone deck, we're going to throw in more of my comfort zone cards. Which, let's see. I'm trying to think what's I include in my comfort zone now that I think of it. No. Some more big cards, really, are there? No. More tech. I got more tech in this than most decks. That's right, Killmonger. We'll get the Killmonger in there. Blow up their stuff. Iron Patriot. Definitely want Iron Patriot in there. Um, let's see. What else do I want to put in there? Do we have enough diverse costs in this deck? I got too many 7s and 3s, so probably can't do the new Juggernaut situation. Isn't there a big drop? Maximus? I want something else that Lady Deathstrike can't destroy. We could go funny and go Colossus just so people have so people whiff on the. Let's do it just for the fun of it. Oh, we gotta rename the deck. Can't call it a Pixie anymore. Doesn't have a Pixie. Colossus. Let's see if we can make this work. You know what we should do? What would be great in this meta? Oh no. I was gonna say like a Namora deck. Because Colossus is great in a Namora deck and like armor is great in a Namora deck. So they'd be great counters to the whole Gambit, the new Gambit situation. Okay. Go Fenris Wolf first. We don't have any even cost cards either.
You won't need this anymore.
They were playing a similar deck. What are the odds that we get matched against a similar deck? Merlin is one of the other cards in my comfort zone deck I could have put in. Third Fury. We go ham first. We let their black cat get relatively big. It makes it easier for our Killmonger to kill it. Or not. They can ruin it. End of turn. Okay, broke one of their end of turn cards. That's good. Alright. Well, that's gonna feel good. That's gonna be good. Then we just hope they play down that one.
I want the throne.
We go Black Bolt. Nap. Because that Lady Deathstrike kinda ruins them. Death Strike, Stature. I feel like we got this. Even if they get 2 procs of Iska. Yeah, I knew it. Alright.
Victory!
That was solid. Let's go one more, and then I gotta cut down the stream. We will raid into someone else. I'm sure there's someone else playing Marvel Snap right now. Plenty of people playing Marvel Snap right now. What their finger point? It's because they have my Lady Deathstrike. Well, at least they know what I'm planning. Okay. I think Hammer Bolt feels good.
Opponent snapped!
That could be interesting. If I Prodigy the Colossus, that's 8 power they can't decrease. They can't this turn. Do the Colossus now. Gonna pull. Okay, we'll do that. He pulls down Prodigy, so we have 2 untouchables. Really go for a Cosmic Ghost Rider right about now. Yeah, I don't see a good situation here for us. They're going to take 4 power off whatever we put here. Even if I just put 1 card there, they're going to take 4 power off of it. And they have the chance to gambit it. Don't like how this feels, so I guess we retreat. And that's a bummer of a way to end, but this Phantom X deck, when they hit, it's just tough to beat. And the Rocket Pad made it even worse. Yeah, that was a rough one. All right. Well, sorry for the bummer of an ending, but we had a few good games in there. Appreciate you all coming by and watching. Uh, Thanks for stopping at the Blot Spot. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you as we raid into another stream.